Katie from the Faulkner County Library, and today we are doing the how-to for Miss Ann's Crazy Creations Zentangles class. So the supplies that we are going to need this week from your box is only a glue stick. You also need your activity kit, which if you've registered to do this class at home online, will be available for pickup. And in that kit is an ink pen, a postage template, and a piece of cardstock, a piece of printer paper, and a Zentangles practice sheet. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to use Zentangles, which you can see here on this sheet. This is kind of an example of what all you can do with Zentangles. We are going to make a postcard using Zentangles. So we're going to have different lines and geometric shapes that are going to help us create our own unique postcard and design. So everyone is going to be different. So whatever you see at the end of my project is not going to be what is at the end of your project, and that is the goal of the project. So before we move to our actual cardstock, we are going to practice different Zentangles, and we're going to come up with some of our own patterns. So what I want you to do first is copy the Zentangles on the template. And another aspect of Zentangles is that some parts are going to be darker and some parts are going to be lighter. So you can have thicker lines or thinner lines. It really is up to you. And you can use a lot of geometric shapes, or you can use circles or spirals. But you are going to trace or practice, not trace, you're going to copy some of these designs. And if one of the already done patterns gives you an idea for something similar, feel free to kind of do your own thing with it. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. And if you really want to do your own thing, then there's some space at the bottom where you can create your own patterns. So if you want to do more loops, go ahead. If you want to do hearts, go ahead. Any kind of pattern you can think of. You want to do waves going diagonally. I'm going to do little bird shapes. You can also look at this for patterns. So I think this little brick-like pattern is kind of cool. So draw as many of your own patterns as you want. Practice the patterns they gave you, and then we're going to move on to the next step. You are going to get your cardstock out. And this little piece of printer paper is there if you ever want to practice any of your designs. So that's just kind of an extra piece of practice paper. So the first thing you are going to do is you're going to divide your paper up, and you're going to do that by drawing some lines, just making different sections of the page. And they can be, you can make as few or as many different sections as you would like. And then once you're happy with what you did, you are going to start putting your patterns in each section. So I am starting off with stripes. And then I think I want to do, let me do just this wiggle in the middle. Then I'll do a checkerboard here. You can also try out different coloring techniques if you want and seeing how that impacts your image. see, I'm going to do some squiggles. And some polka dots. Okay, and you are going to keep working on your entire card, just using different patterns. We are ready to go ahead and move on to the back. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the top of the postcard in the middle of the page, and you're going to write the word postcard. And you can write it as 1 or 2 words. And then you're going to draw a line down the middle. And you should end up with something like this. After that, we're going to go ahead and move on to our stamp. And for the stamp, what you're going to do is you're going to take your favorite design that you did on the front of the card, and you're going to add it to the stamp. And this is a fake stamp. You cannot actually mail this. If you want to mail your postcard to someone, you are going to need to add a real postage stamp. But this is if you want to hand your card to somebody, you can use this postage. So I really like the brick design, so I'm going to do that in my postage card. And now you are ready to write your message. Thank you for joining us for this week's Miss Ann's Crazy Creations class. Your final product should look something like this. You have your designs on the front of a postcard, and then on the back, you have your postcard, a message, and then you have your stamp there also with your favorite design in it. I'm looking forward to see what you all created. If you want to post in a comment on the Faulkner County Library Youth Services Facebook page and share what you created, that would be great. Make sure and visit fcl.org for more information on the summer reading programs.